So here after our class I executed already snowpipe, but it is working. So this is where I guess. So let me check the content in the table, data in a table. Okay. So 5 rows are there. Okay. What I will do, will truncate this table. Okay. Executed successfully, and then check the data once again after truncate for confirmation. So there exists no data, 0 rows. Okay. Now we'll try to set up snowpipe in Azure blob. Okay, so before step one, we have created storage account. So storage account is there. So go to storage account so that there you can see the storage account. Okay, inside the storage account already files are there. So containers. So this is the container. Inside there exists the file. Okay, now we'll check the next step. Create container. Already we have created, and in container we have in SF Azure blob container, we have this file dimcar.csv file is there. Now these two are created. Okay, now create storage integration, and this is storage integration name. Type is external stage, provided is Azure, and we got tenant ID. Okay, how to get tenant ID we have discussed already. Okay, and then Azure storage location. Okay, then click on this one and execute this one. So it has been created successful. Okay, now we know after describing, so we have to describe storage integration name, and we have to give consent URL. Okay, you have to give consent URL, and then if you see this one, then it is already approved for this for the snowflake. If not, you will get pop-up like approve. Then you have to click on approve, and then tenant ID. See here, this is the tenant ID. You can copy and paste. Okay, from here. Don't take full tenant ID. Full tenant ID we have to take 1 minute. So tenant ID. So this is tenant ID, not this one. Storage integration, right? So in storage integration D37, D37. See here, D37, and last is what? 1105. This has been included here. Okay, this one, copy this one here, and take this location, S3 container location. Okay, and then execute this one. Okay, after executing describe storage integration name, you have to get app name. Okay, how to get app name? How to get app name? See here, this one is app name. Go here, after describing the name, you can see the app name, and this one, copy this one and paste somewhere. Okay, so we have here. If you want, you can check. See here, both are same, but don't take this number. This final number is not required. Okay, just take up to int. And next step 4, I'll comment this one. And next one, create file format. This is already exists anyhow. We'll check once again, and then create external stage. For external stage, you know the command create replace stage name, and the URL you can take this from storage integration. These two are same. Okay, you can take this location. Okay, this location, and then give the storage integration name you have created already. Storage integration name you have to provide here, and file format, and then execute this one. So it has been created successfully, and then check the data files in stage. What are the files are there in stage? So it has It has only one file, that is dimcar. Dimcar is there. Okay. Then create queue and events. We know we have already created queue and events. Okay. Then follow the steps to create queue and events. Then now create notification integration. Create replace notification integration name, type is queue, and provider is this one. And then primary URL, you will get this primary URL from here, from queue. Okay. And then describe, execute this one. This is tenant ID. Okay. And enter. I mean execute this one. This one has been created successfully. Describe notification integration and integration name. Okay. To incorporate all these values in IAM role policy. Okay. These are all IAM role policy. Okay. And then see here, create IAM role policy. Go to Azure and IAM role access. Go to container first, and there you can see IAM role policy. Okay. Role assignments. I have already created. That's why I'm checking what are the roles I have assigned with. So here, if you want, you can check this one. JZJK. This is storage blob data contributor, and J sorry Z5 JKG, and this is for storage queue. Both are required. Okay. Now this is all set up. We have discussed all these things earlier itself. Now then check the columns details in stage. Now control enter. It will show $1 means column 1, $2 means column 2 in a file. Okay, like this. The data good, looks good. And then check the data in table. Okay, first we have truncated, right? So there exists no data. Okay, now I will create the pipe. Create pipe pipe name. Okay, this is fully qualified name. Let me delete this one. Let us check. Let me delete fully qualified name, pipe name, and here also fully qualified name I'll remove. Okay, so create pipe name, auto is equal to true. This is notification integration. As copy into dimcar, I'm trying to copy into dimcar from this stage. Okay, then I'll create this one. See here, this has been created successfully. Now let us check the data inside the pipe. Okay, there is no data inside the pipe. Okay, we'll wait for 2 seconds and then execute. Okay, now control enter. There is no data. So we have to refresh the pipe for already existed data. Okay, if the data is already existed, then we have to storage integration container. Storage account. I'll take this one and click container. In containers, this one is my container. Inside the container, this already existed before creating the snowpipe. That's why it is not taking. Let me add one more file here. Let me add. Okay, or else I'll do one thing. So this already existed, right? So snowpipe always takes the new files, not already existed files. So to load already existed files, we have to refresh the pipe. Okay, alter pipe name and simple refresh. By refresh, we can able to get. So see here, dimcar status sent. Okay, so it has been loaded successfully. Now check the data. Control enter. See the data. Data is already existed. 5 rows has been exported to the snowflake table successfully. Now, so here till now we have discussed about how to load the data from Azure Blob to Snowflake using snowpipe. So next one is that if you check here, we have loaded already existed file. Okay, now what I will do, I'll go with like this. So here let me check storage blob here, this one. Okay, so what I will do, whenever new, what is the purpose of snowpipe? Snowpipe is a object which loads the file whenever a new file arrives into the Azure blob. Okay, so what I will do, first I will create the snowpipe. So as we know that we have already created the snowpipe. Okay, so this is s- command for dimplant. Create pipe name, pipe dimplant. I have given as a name. So auto engineer, everything is same. So let me create this one. Okay, then successfully created. After creating, I'll upload dimplant file to Azure blob container. Dimplant CSV, open and upload. So added to the container successfully. So this has to reflect in Azure table. So let me check the table. Before it was empty. Now let me check this one. See here. So it will take 5 to 6 seconds of time to load to set. So this has been successfully created.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।